The salt mine in Wieliczka is one of the most famous tourist attractions in Poland and one of the main points of every road trip around this country. The mine was inscribed in the very first UNESCO World Heritage List in 1978, along with the nearby historical center of Krakow and just 10 other sites from around the world, as one of the world's oldest operating salt mines. Excavated from the 13th century, the mine produced salt until 2007. Its network of corridors reaches a depth of 327 meters. Visited the Wieliczka salt mine in 2019. The Chapel of St. Anthony was very important for the workers, since great dangers awaited them in the mines. Miners built underground chapels, where they could entrust their lives and providence into the hands of saints. The Piaskowa Skała chamber is located on 2 levels of the mine, between 65 and 90 meters below the surface level. We can see here the traditional methods of extracting barrels of salt to the surface, using only the strength of human muscles. We can also observe the drainage process of mine tunnels by using hand pumps. We are on 101 meters below ground level. In this chamber there is an artificial salt lake created especially for tourists, which is about 9 meters deep. A powerful salt pillar and thick layers of salt on the walls protect the chamber from collapsing under the pressure of water. St. Kinga's Chapel is a unique work of sculptor miners, and we owe the most magnificent underground temple in world, located at a depth of 100 meters below ground. It impresses tourists from all over the world, is a place of religious worship, and hosts unique cultural events. One of the sculptures depicts Christ in the tomb, the other presents the resurrected Christ. Above the scene, you can see a dove, the symbol of the Holy Spirit. A 3-part altar, decorated with salt sculptures of other saints with a statue of Saint Kinga in the center. As the legend goes, it was her arrival in Poland that caused salt to appear in the local lands. The next chamber is one of the largest in the Wieliczka mine. The first tourist route ran through it, marked out at the beginning of the 19th century. The first guests descended the majestic stairs by candlelight and accompanied by a miners' orchestra. Another interesting chamber is Weimar, named after the place where German poet Johann Wolfgang Goethe lived. He was also one of the first guests in the mine. The chamber is located at the 2nd level, 110 meters deep, and visitors can admire a beautiful underground salt lake. The next place we will visit is the Pilsudski chamber with a charming salt lake. The double chamber is connected by a tunnel through which tourists travel by a special raft. On the right side we see the figure of Saint Nepomuk. Another space is dedicated to the 14th century King of Poland, Casimir the Great, who initiated salt mining in this region. The exhibition includes horse treadmill, which was used to transport salt using the strength of horses' muscles. The last stop of our underground trip is the Staszic chamber, which is the highest hall open to the public, with a height of 36 meters. The first underground balloon flight in the world, entered in the Guinness Book of Records, took place in this chamber. The last chamber we will visit is the Warsaw Room, which was created from the excavation of about 20,000 tons of salt in the 19th century. This chamber often hosts various types of concerts and celebrations, which can be attended by up to 700 spectators. These are just some of the several dozen chambers available to tourists in 2 variants of the route for sightseeing. There are many amazing exhibits and sculptures carved in salt. There is also an underground museum in the mine, so it's worth booking a few hours for sightseeing. We are at the top of the brine graduation tower, which uses brine obtained from salt extraction. The graduation tower is a place for taking salt inhalations and is used for treating respiratory illnesses. Salt in Wieliczka has been mined continuously since the 14th century until today.